Hello everyone, I hope all of you are having a good day. What is it today? Today's Tuesday. Good start, my brain doesn't know which day it is today. That's always promising. It has been a while though, it really has been a while since I last streamed. That's kind of, it is what it is type of thing, but yeah, I had a few issues trying to make the last video. It's Friday. No, it's not Friday. Thank God it's not Friday, because I'm waiting for something and that something isn't arriving. So I hope it arrives before Friday, because otherwise I won't be able to, you know, survive. I see a couple of familiar faces. Hello Lamborghini, hello Gammon, hello Senko, hello Ludicrous Soul, Randomly, Federal Pursuit Vehicle. Hope all of you are having a good time. So, oh, great! You can't hear myself because I forgot to mute the cell phone. Excellent. First time I have done that in. I think it has been the first time I actually did that. I haven't muted my phone. I'm actually really good at that. Not today, it seems. Hey, Maestroso, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm a sucker for stupidly long races. I'm hyped to see that mod. Well, as the title says, today we're doing something which is a bit of a mod showcase. The mod I'm showcasing in question is available on the description of this livestream. For all of you who are curious enough to try it, it should be easy enough. And as it says, it's a mod which makes every single race outside rally event, for obvious reasons, into an endurance race. But that isn't the only change that it has. I'm sure some of you are wondering, why do I have a car and why do I have 100 million credits? I mean, it's just a lot of money. We're going to start digging into this. As you can see, the events have been renamed appropriately. They are all classified as endurance races, which is good. Classic endurance races. I missed that one. So, okay. First things to notice is the fact that there's no license requirements, as you can see. Maybe beginner events aren't the best to show them. So we're going to go into professional events. Hey, Holy, thank you so much for renewing your membership to the Cone family. 6 months as a member already, that's a lifetime, and if you ask me. Hello, might be time for a fit to do 60 laps with a fit at Autumn Mini. Not 60, but close enough. As you can see, no license requirements whatsoever. Supercar Festival doesn't have requirements, usually is limited to 493 horsepower cars. World Compacts, no requirements whatsoever for classic cars. Boxer cars, no requirements. And this is kinda, yeah, this is useful to some degree. Another thing that you might notice is the fact that these events don't give me any sort of reward. There's no financial reward for any of them whatsoever. Which is why the game itself, the online build that you have to use to mod this thing, comes with a full garage and a ton of credits, because for some reason they decided to remove progression in this mod. Not a choice that I'm actually a fan of. I think it will be really fun to have a game with progression in these situations, but I didn't make it, so I don't get to complain, I just get to point it out. You get every single car available in GT4, including all price cars, in your garage already. I might not care too much about this because I might want to change some colors and, you know, just want to change the color of the car, so that means I'll have to edit it in or just buy it again. So yes, the core of this is the fact that, yeah, you get every single car, you get a lot of money, but we're going to try to make them as interesting as possible. So let's check the Sunday Cup to see what we have in here first. So Sunday Cup is same, but the races are marching longer. I mean, you have 11 laps at Clubman, 17 of this weird pairing of Twin Ring Motegi, and 20 laps of Autumn Ring Mini. So you have a few things to do. So my question will be, which car do I have in hand that's actually... You know, I just want something which is slow. I don't want something which is too fast and makes the race too easy. Ah, actually... Will this make this mod some sort of sandbox mode? Kind of, yeah. If you don't have any car restrictions, Boxer Spirit will answer. Well, consider it as an option if we get there. You can buy these things, I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this. The cars have no value, by the way, so there's nothing to grind for. You don't have to get the licenses either. And let's see if I go to Audi. Here. Just want it to be a bit more colorful, really. I like this shade of blue. I actually think the A2 is a pretty nice car. You know, yeah, sure. Let's go with this. Inline 3. Okay, this car now, yeah, sure. Okay, this car now. Authenticate the Super Shuttle membership renew. I'm not too sure if they're automatic or you have to renew them manually. I think you have to renew them manually. Sure, let's go for the first oil change of the stream. What time we get a new stream? I had things to do, you know. There's a reason why I had to take a while to release that video, and things happen. The disadvantages of being a one-man team is that I have to do everything by myself, and sometimes days aren't long enough to do everything by yourself. It's a monthly thing. Yeah, I think it should, but you know, it's interesting. I think you can disable it to be automatic. I don't really remember. Upgrades cost no money, by the way, too. So that's kind of, you know, something which I'm not a fan of. I really am not a fan of. 192 kilograms. Sure, let's just go with weight reduction. I then didn't remove the upgrades in progress thing. 98, that's too much. Just put it up to 80. What did you do over the weekend? Finished the hybrids video on Friday night and the entirety of Saturday. And after that, I just... On Sunday, I kind of rested because I went to bed really late on both days, especially on Friday. I went to bed at like 2 AM on Friday to have everything ready to edit, and I didn't have everything ready to edit in Saturday, so just... Yeah, but thank God I did get everything ready. I'm not sure if 80 horsepower will be enough. So focus on endurance and nothing else. Yeah, but... I don't know, you're just removing a big part of the challenge, in my opinion. Part of the challenge in my mind is that you just get to... you know, I'm just going to skip tires. I mean suspension. Let's do it on a budget, even if I got the gearbox, but whatever. Whatever, what's done's done. Actually, I could remove it. Man, so that's a bit of a weird delay. There we go. First sneeze of the stream, obligatory. 80 horsepower. Yeah, but it's kind of light. Well, it's an A2. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's an Audi A2. I don't remember how to set up LSDs for front-wheel drive cars, actually. Two car shows on Sunday. That's pretty fun. TTGP, I don't know who that is. Countach, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you got featured in a video. Hey, Random, thank you for renewing your membership as a member of the Cone family for 2 months already. Why not start with a Honda Fit 2010? Well, you see, the newest Honda Fit available is from 2001. I kind of like the color choice on this Fit. I never seen Fits on this colors. I always seen them on boring colors like black, grey. Maybe a white one, but that's it. But all the strange until this dark blue are really, really cool. I like this. Got to sit in one of the cars at the classic show, although it may not be the one you expected to see there. It was a surprise for me. Which car was it? They're making me curious now. Okay, let's see how the Audi A2 behaves on endurance racing. That's in a Pontiac Aztek. Yeah, I guess that has become a classic now. I mean, if it's in pristine shape with all with the factory tents and everything, I guess it makes sense. Hey, no. My controller has inbuilt traction control, you see. My god, I really don't know what I'm going to do with this controller. Hey, it's moving. It's moving. That's good. It's probably going to... Yeah, it's gonna understeer. Hey. It's kind of slow through here. Use the wheel. Even if I could set up the wheel for GT4, which seems to be kind of annoying, my setup currently doesn't allow for it. My arms will bump into the microphone stand, and they wouldn't be able to talk and drive. It didn't have the tent? Oh, then it's not an Aztek. Then it's not complete to be on a car show. But it have almost every option available all the time. Well, that's something. Hey, somebody tapped the sand. Oh, I never seen an A2 with my own eyes. The only A2 that I ever saw in my life was either on pictures or... Funny enough, I actually had an A2 toy car, a dark blue 1/64 scale. I think it broke and I kind of threw it away, but yeah. It's a shame that the A1 didn't really take off, but at the same time, you kind of understand it was... I think it was too expensive for what it was, really. Even if Audi did a lot of work to get them done. I think they realized how bad Mercedes was with their A-Class and they just threw everything at it to just outdo them, and it kind of paid off. They're pretty good cars, yeah. That much I know. I kind of like them. I wouldn't mind dialing one. I think it's a pretty alright car. I don't think it's ugly though. I think Yeah, sure, you can say looks weird, but saying it looks ugly to me is a bit. I wouldn't classify it as ugly. I would classify it as peculiar, we could say. That will be my ranking for it. Oh, yeah, that was obvious. Ah, oh, okay, fine. 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 There are penalties involved. You know, I'm not going to catch up to those two with that penalty now. So we're going to give this another try. I think I lose too much time on the straightaway, actually. Yeah, there's penalties. Aztecs are rare sights. Yeah, they didn't sell that many, really, did they? In the first place. The AI are still immune to them? Imagine my shock. Hi, Red Devil, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, it's really funny now that there's penalties and the AI will actually brake check you in some places. So now, literally, the AI has a massive advantage if they slam the brakes in front of you, because one, you get the penalty, and two, you just have to stay there stuck at 50 kilometers per hour, because the game just forces you to brake until your speed lowers. So, yeah, nice. That's really nice. High or not, they still seem to brake at inconvenient places, let me tell you. Yeah, I saw that note that the AI shall be on a higher tier. But yeah, actually, why is it hanging up so much? Why is it hanging up so much? I'm not sure if I need this actually. It's just weird. It's doing something kind of weird. Like it's kind of stuttering, and it doesn't stutter usually. I think that I'm really out on acceleration against the first three cars. Especially against the 106 on GTI, the CRX I can somewhat manage, but those two are much faster than I am. Yeah, they're going to be much faster if the controller triggers the brakes, yes, of course. Of course! All I'm doing is holding the throttle, by the way. I'm holding nothing right now. And look at that brake indicator. Just look at it. Now it decides to stop. Okay, fine. Fine. Whatever makes you happy, controller. Whatever makes you happy. Yeah, so I think I'm going to put the gearbox, actually. 150,000 units. Yeah, that's not a lot when you think about it. I have started to call my controller I have started to say that my control has inbuilt ABS. Inbuilt traction control, because it just slams the brakes to slow the car down whenever needed. Yes, on it's maxed out. Yeah, exactly. Whenever unneeded. I don't really need it, but it does it anyway. Do I need this? Just do it like that. Wait, big rendezvous. I didn't really know that they had a big variant of the Aztec. They should improve acceleration a little bit more. First gear is kind of long, but it's fine, so I don't have to switch into second or anything like that. It is a bit of a slow start though. I was overtaking them by the time I started. So maybe I have to make it them shorter. You know, this makes me wonder if blocking won't be a viable strategy thanks to penalties. If I recall, you shouldn't get penalties if somebody crashes into the rear of your car. But I could be wrong. Even... Hey, case in point. Yeah, that works. That works for me. I didn't get a penalty there, so it probably shouldn't trigger. This thing has a bit of an acceleration problem in this circuit because it has this uphill section and then the long main straightaway. So 88 horsepower, 80 horsepower or whatever it has right now, despite how light it is, doesn't seem to be enough. Yeah, no, the Yaris just re-rendered me and nothing happened, so that's a good sign. Oh no. Where is he? He's probably in the other... Yeah, he's probably trying to overtake me. Yeah, the AI can tap your side, the side of your car, and you'll get a penalty. When I was recording the hybrid guide, I was doing a race with a stock 205 against Delta's 4, and I had that happen to me. He crashed into me, but I got the penalty. Oh no. Yeah, this is a problem actually. So I could gain time here because I'm faster than they are. But I will lose it all on the second half of the circuit where we go uphill and then comes the straightaway. Should be like 3 seconds, oh, 4. Oof. Yeah, no. It's not so much the understeer, it's the fact that I have half of the circuit where I flow, where I cannot accelerate. Oh. Yeah, and that's even worse, actually. Yeah, this is actually the cheaper CRX. It's not the actual CRX, it's just the 1.3, whatever it has. It's just 80-something horsepower. And it's actually beating me. And it's actually beating me. Six seconds and yeah, no, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. 80 horsepower. Highlight was Thomas Pantera. Those are pretty cool, depending on the color, really. Dino 246, those are really nice as well, and 328 GTS. Those are a bit, those are cool as well, but they are a bit more. There's more 328s, I think, than the previous two. Jeez. 84, 88, and this is going to be too much. It is too much, yes. Filter. That's too much. We don't need that. Sure, let's try this. $90 horsepower, 10 extra horsepower. The CRX is... The A2 is made out of aluminum and light things, so it's not exactly a heavy car. It's relatively light, actually, for what it is. I already did an oil change. Semi-local rally festival in mid-August. There's going to be Group B cars. That's really cool. Super yourself. Hey Dravux, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, yep. Oh yeah, the 328 is more common as a Targa, the GTS, right? The B, the Coupe, is a bit rare, right? It's not that easy to find one. Oh my... I don't know what's causing that weird stutter. All I know is that I didn't have it before. Matching port polishing and engine balancing at early 2000s 1.4 back engine. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's make this shorter. Let's make this lighter. Let's just tweak the suspension a little bit to see what happens. Is this unnecessary? Yes. Is there better options for this? 100%. But do I care about them? Not really. Not at this stage. I already got too invested into this car, so yeah, no. Just do this 5-5. This should be fine. I'm not sure if it'll be fine actually, but what? Who cares? What's done is done. $328 GTB is as far as an F40. So a couple of thousand units and that's it, really. Sure. Let's see what happens now. Oh no, there's a C3, Fiat Barchetta, Storia, and a Mini Cooper. Not even an S, just the stock Mini Cooper. Okay, it's moving. My main rival is going to be the Eagle Talon, it seems. Okay, yeah, the gearbox helps. Oh, don't crash into the Talon. Don't crash into the Talon. Wait, how did you modify the laps? It's an editor? No, it's a mod somebody made. And it's available in the description of this live stream. That was my chance to get past that thing. I know you already explained it. Yes, you are correct. Future problems aren't my concern. Right now I'm only concerned about this race. We'll see for the following ones. Maybe we could use a different car. I don't know. There's not much in the ways of progression here anyway. So what's stopping me from using different slow cars to beat these races? Probably the fact you all want to see the longer races, and yeah, I agree with that. But still, I can always bolt a Stage 1 Turbo Kit and call it a day. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, so we can get these streams and my channel to much more people. And it doesn't take much effort, unlike turning, it seems, for this thing. Maybe I was too optimistic there, but yeah, that's one way to lose your lead. Oh, you... Guess we'll have to start blocking, because this thing is much faster than I am on the straightaway. Does the mod modifies the AI or only laps? It says it increases the AI's skill to some degree that's already built into the game. I don't really know if there's different tiers of AI in the game, but the mod release note said that there is. The only reason why I'm still in the race is the fact that I avoided crashing into that thing. But in order to avoid crashing into that thing, I had to completely break away from my chase, which is kind of tragic when you think about it. That's really annoying, actually. That's really annoying. Hey Real 2, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Enjoy your lunch, man. Have a good one. Hope it's something good and tasty. Yeah, I think I noticed that the AI in some events is slower, but I didn't know if it was tied to the car itself or just to their skill as a whole. But it does make sense that the AI is worse at earlier races than it is on, you know, later races. Oh no. No. Seriously. Seriously. Well, look at it go. I ain't catching up to that thing anytime soon. Good thing is I still have an extra gear. I haven't reached 6 gear, so it means I could make them a bit shorter. 6 laps to get more time to catch up. Yeah, probably. I mean, I wouldn't be trying this if I didn't think I have a chance, so yeah. They get pretty quick when you're laying in this mod, that's for sure. So they'll actually remain pretty close to you? That's what you're saying? No. That could make for interesting racing, actually. Yeah, honestly, unless you really want the old hardware experience, I don't really see a reason to play in PS2 anymore. It's not just graphics. It's all the hassle required to play these games on PS2. Because, especially GT4 discs live on a timer. And it's not a matter of... will I get the red disc error on a random loading screen? It's a matter of when. It's gonna... So, personally, I think that the best way to play these games is just through emulation, and there's not much reason to go into old hardware unless you really want to. Not saying that it's not an option, it should always be an option, but for most people, this will do. So they're going to remain pretty close to me. That's actually interesting. Don't turn into me. Can I hold this lead now? That is the question. Disc of this are a taking time bomb. I'm not sure if it's tied to different releases of the PS2, but I think GT4 dual layer discs can wear out over time, and sooner or later you just run into that loading screen error. It could also be thanks to the fact that I played on a PS2 Slim. And the PS2 Slim has a reputation for scratching discs. So maybe there's a bit of that too. I'm not the guy who... I'm not an expert on this, so there's a chance that I don't know, but... I think there's some truth to that statement. No. Don't go into the wall. I had to brake so hard there. Otherwise the car will have gone straight. Unfortunate. Red Eagle. Red Bird. Oh no. Yeah, the early PS2s, the fat ones, have their laser readers wear out over time. If I recall, they had a big problem at release with that, and people who were using them as DVD players and everything had to change their lasers really quickly because they wore out over time, and Sony had an issue with those and they had to improve them over following releases. Yeah, you can also either put your discs, your games on a hard drive, pen drive, whatever, and you don't need the actual discs. Yes, you can do that. No, 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 no. That's gonna cost me a bit of time. That's gonna cost me a bit of time. To focus on what time we have lost, but the time we can gain. I'll be fine. It doesn't. If I don't make a major mistake, it doesn't seem like it's able to overtake me. Because it loses too much time through here. Through all these corners. So the time that I lose on the straightaway is not that much compared to its major skill issues when it comes to turning. Finally, those rear tires woke up. Yeah, I mean, we can say they're in for a rough ride, so it was time for them to wake up. Yeah, too bad the race is over. They still have an extra lap more, but still, yeah. We could say the tires match the color of the car now. At least the rear left one. The front ones are completely green right now. Hey Alex, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. I've been okay, I guess. Getting back into streaming after busy weeks. I'm not sure if it was the best call, but I wanted to release a video, and at the same time I didn't release something in so long that I was feeling really guilty, so I just make that video and, you know, hope for the best. But I'll try to stream as much as possible until the end of this month to make up for it and to, you know, just see if I'll be fine by the end of July. I actually like this dark teal color, it's really cool. Really, really cool color. So, there are good news and bad news. Good news is the A2 can win a race, it seems. The bad news is I think it's being carried by the lack of skill of the AI at El Capitan. So I don't think this can repeat on different courses, at least with this setup. Maybe I'm insane, maybe I am correct. Oh god, that camera switch killed me. I mean, fair enough, but then again, I think that I could have added much more information, really, and it was kind of basic, I guess. I forgot to mention a few things. Hey, first race of the mod completed after 40-something minutes of testing this thing. 40 minutes on the first race of Sunday Cup. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be your usual GT4 experience. Yeah, I'm getting a smoked on Motegi. Yeah, valid. I'm high speed ring. Which is the following race. Hey, let me check something. Let me check something. A 1.6 and a 105 horsepower. You know, sure, let's try this. Wait, this is Sunday Cup? Yes, it is. Hey Antonio, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. More than 1 hour for the Sunday Cup. Yeah, it will take you more than 1 hour to complete this. If you're using a competent card, if you're using a bad card like myself, it'll probably take even longer. $206cc fits. 206 existing. The problem will be the MG. Wait a second. Just wait a second. Because I remembered something. I just remembered something. Maybe we can get away with 90 horsepower if the game stops hanging on me. Just in the middle, whatever. No, I don't want to exit. I want to get into the race. Let's just save just in case. I don't think I completed a single event in this mod, just picking races that seem interesting. Yeah, I get that. I want to see if I can complete it and maybe make a video? I don't know. Maybe it's fun enough. Hey, we're getting up to speed real quick. Those Megane Coupe are pretty nice, actually. They're nothing special, but they look cool. I like them. The problem is, most of the ones that were sold here were the 1. Oh my god, they almost crashed. 1.6 variants, and for the 2 liters, they want too much money, so no. Not really. The good thing is that I have acceleration on my side. The bad thing is that I don't have top speed on my side. And what's interesting is the fact that they are really slow through here. They are really slow through this section. Oh no, Battle of the Roadsters, MG versus 206cc. Yeah, the coupes were yellow was a really popular color for them. There's also dark blue. And there's also convertible variants. Yeah, they are stuck with the I think instead of having they got 0 laps. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't have an actual lap counter. By the way, if you just joined the stream, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like on the stream so we can get this absurdity to more people. Sleep streaming off a 206. My life is complete. No, no. So, this is possible. I'm certain this is possible. This has to be possible. This has to be possible. No. Don't... Why am I stuck here? Why? How everything just ended up with me being pushed out of the track by that blue Megane of all things. I love how they all get up to speed and the Honda Fit just starts to fall behind. It's not meant for greatness, despite being called the Honda Fit W. It's more like the Honda Fit F, if you ask me. This is where I make the most time against them. Maybe it will be clever to... Nah, I don't think it will work. It will lose me too much time if it doesn't overtake me properly. The stock CVT goes to like 270 kilometers per hour. That's optimistic. Don't tell me that oh no. I'm faster than they are on this bank turn. But I'm not fast enough to clear them, so I made contact with the red 206 and I lost a lot of speed there. Golly, do you mind? Do you mind giving me a hand? Oh no, they all got stuck. Max power and nitro on a Fit. Seems like it seems like a combo which I don't want to experience. Don't tell me that I lose out to them on the main straight, because that will be tragic. No. The amount of speed that those front-wheel drive cars lose on this corner is shocking. It is actually a good position. Yeah, this could work. This could work. My god, that 206 is faster than I am. It will be useful if he bumped into me. Oh no. It lost a lot of speed there. And no, they're boxing me in. God damn it. Those two are working together. That's like some Peugeot team effort or something, because that was so planned. That was so planned. They both boxed me in, and the 206 just gets in front of me in a position where I cannot do anything about it. And yeah. How much power do I get if I ditch this and put this on? It's 15 horsepower more. You know what? Sure, let's give this a try. Is it possible with the car stock, with the car without an A Station 1? Probably. Pretty sure it is. But I don't want to see that happening again to me. Of all the things I lost to the two Peugeot 206s. By the way, daily reminder, a 206cc in my country is a $10,000 car. Do I like them? Yeah, I kind of do, but I'm never going to pay that much for them. They're insane. Yeah, it's gonna be too easy. This is gonna be too easy. Let me tell you, it's hard to balance this car. So this is too much. This is too powerful. So did I actually get the right amount of power with 90 horsepower? Maybe not for this track, because I don't think I was going to win in this track, but for the rest of them. GTA Online and GT4. I think YouTube will like that. Honestly, GTA Online just seems too grindy for me to enjoy. GTA Online is just a second job. Yeah, from what I've seen, that's true. A job which could be taken down at any moment because Rockstar deems that you are hacking or something when you aren't, and off you go. You have been fired, we could say. I mean, I don't really think I agree with that. You need the game to be a grind, or otherwise people won't buy whatever things you want them to buy inside the game, if that makes sense. You just need to make things that people actually want to buy. But I guess it's easier to say, hey, if you want to have 8 million credits, pay, I don't know, $70, $80 or whatever it is. And let's just increase the pricing of everything constantly. So you constantly have to be catching up with it, and yeah. just lazy. Vacuum cleaner A2. I mean, does it look like a vacuum cleaner to you? Even the front grille is it's not actually a grille. It's blocked. It's like a square of black plastic with the Audi logo. It doesn't have air intakes. All I know is that even with this upgrade, it kind of stalls at 180 kilometers per hour. I mean, it does keep pushing this one, but it struggles. Maybe I'm asking too much out of it. Imagine going 190 kilometers per hour in an Audi A2. Yeah, you will be quite scared. A lot of cars actually didn't need grills or air or cooling anymore by the late 1980s because of advances in design and technology. Interesting. I will have thought that they needed them. I mean, sure, maybe not for commuters, but for other cars, temperature could probably become an issue if there's no airflow. I'm not sure if I'm getting used to this thing or I actually like how it drives, but it's not too bad. You like how that drives? Maybe I'm getting used to it. I don't know. But I driven worst. I don't know, it just looks goofy. I like it. I like the Audi A2, okay? Is it a good car in this game? No, probably not. Not really. It actually drives really poorly. It suffers from understeer constantly, to be honest, but hey, look at that split. Completely spot on. Actually, it really understeers. It's not exactly a good handling car, but ah well. Now drive the Fit without buying any custom transmissions. Okay, we had our fun with this thing. Sure, you know what? Fine. Fine, I had my fun with the Audi A2. There's no reason not to switch cars in this mod, so why not? I find it really funny how far away from the field that MG is, though. Look at everyone else. You have the MG, the other 206s, and probably the Megane, and the Fit. Oh my god, the Fit is dead last. Oh. Hello, Yellow. Did you have any more issues with your PC? So far, so good. Not really. Final lap of this. Next race, we're going to do it with a Honda Fit. The Fit is making its own race. The Fit doesn't know where it is. If you probably ask the Fit where it is, it will probably tell you, isn't this the road to pick up my children at high school or something like that? Well, I guess we'll find out why the thing is so slow. It's not a smart car, it's an Audi A2. This was Audi's first attempt at making a small city car, something smaller than the A3, and it wasn't a bad car actually. Well then, it was nice while it lasted, but it's time to retire the Audi A3. Oh, out. Honda very unfit. Maybe it is unfit, maybe it's too heavy. Japan. Honda. Honda overweight. Let's see how heavy it is. I guess we'll have to go for the thumbnail car now, don't we? Oh, I really like this yellow though. And this green, and this blue, and this blue. But it's time to go for the thumbnail car. 990 kilograms, that's much heavier than our Audi. No, you know what? No. No, 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 no. No. This is better. This is better. The Spoon Honda Fit. Actually, that's a thing. Actually, that is a thing. Not the Spoon Fit. Here it is in all of its glory. In all of its glory. Air pulling suspension. How much power does this add? Probably too much. $108. We all said gearbox upgrades, we didn't say anything about the limited slip differential. So allow me to put a limited slip differential on this thing. 111. $115. Yeah, the spoon fit is kind of disappointing, really. CVT swaps, who would have thought that the ideal transmission swap wasn't the manual swap but the CVT swap? Just want to check something. Ah! My gears up! There's no gears! What happened with my gears? Lower it by 10 millimeters, sure. Oh no, this is really soft. Do this. My god. Sure, I'm just gonna put this at 5. And 5. 115 horsepower without the oil change. It is time to change the oil now. You know, I have to look into this. I have to see if this is possible. I have to see if this is possible. Oh, oh yes, yes. Yes or no? My brain says yes. It has to be done. Yeah, sure, whatever. Standard on a sports. Today's special. Let's see what do we got. This. Oh no! Oh no! Acura rims on the. Why this is so funny? Putting Acura rims on the pits. For GT rims? Nah, let's go with the Acura rims. Nah, there's no debate. There is no question. It has to be the Honda, the Acura rims, the upscale Honda rims. Just try that. Sure, let's see how this thing drives now. 11 laps at Club on stage 5. What could possibly go wrong? Totally not questioning my life choices as we speak. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, so we can get this channel to more people. And this absurdity to more people. Oh no, there's a Scion XP on the grid as well. Look at this grid. The only thing which has some sort of credentials is the GTI on the lead. 9-point race, I don't trust that at all. Allow me to doubt. Maybe it's overpowered. Oh no. Oh no. Don't you... There's something wrong with my car. Damn. I'm so used to just downshifting. Actually, this is a little too good, I think. Actually, this is a little too good. An A stage 1... an A stage 1 is too much. And yeah, the camera is up high because the car is really... I didn't buy an A stage 1. Huh. Sure. Okay. You see downforce, the downforce probably breaks it. It doesn't move. The gauge doesn't move. And yeah, the car is so tall that it breaks the camera mode. Nah. That's Scion. Yeah, this is a CVT, but a lot of them had manual gearboxes. I'm starting to despise that Scion XP. Get out of the way. You're holding me back. Hey, Cicanas, welcome to the stream. How are we doing? Well, you see you like pain. It's more like a really good suggestion that I couldn't ignore. Oh, looking behind is broken. On downshift, it doesn't have gears. The noise is driving me insane, actually. And I have to do 11 laps with this thing. I almost crashed into that looper. I love that even despite the fact the mod is running at the highest skill or whatever, they still fail to a car with a GT wing bolted into it. They cannot compete with the absolute power of the GT wing. They are completely powerless against the GT wing. Did you actually set down for spallies for the wing? Absolutely. Well, what did you expect? That I bought it and I wasn't going to use it? Are you insane? You know, some people might have their choice of a classic showdown between cars. 911 versus the many Ferraris that they released. The mid-engine V8 Ferrari versus the 911 Turbo, we could say. Nissan Skyline versus, I don't know, Toyota Supra. My favorite is the Honda Fit with a wing bolted onto it. And the Golf GTI Mark IV, which is probably someone's fifth. It had already 5 owners, and the engine is begging for the sweet release of that after having 500,000 of kilometers clocked into it already. Oh no! Best, yeah. The wing is the cheapest mod you can make, and it makes pretty much every car perform 10 times better. I wish I got a commission on all the GT wings I have sold through the GT4 starter guide on my streams, because it's the best modification you can make to a car. Well, the cheapest one you can make usually. Mitsubishi Colt Sport, yeah. Oh no! Don't make me drive the Colt as well. It sounds even worse with the outside camera. Listen. Did you hear that? It sounds even worse, personally, from this angle. Just curious on why they're both pink and CVT cars. Competitors? Related? Oh, the audio's pretty quiet. You want me to fix that for you? You want me to fix that for you? Don't you just want to hear a washing machine? A pink washing machine, that's what you're missing out on. No. I actually need to see this. When I slow down, because it's so strange how the car recovers reps when you just get back into the throttle, actually. Just want to see what it does. I just find it so funny that the GTI is nowhere to be seen. Even my washing machine has more subs than its sound. This. Let me see how it recovers reps. It's so strange. That's interesting. I thought it didn't work. So you can actually use engine braking to your advantage with this thing. Oh yeah, I had a few things that I wanted to talk about today, and so I'm not sure how many of you are aware of it, but on Sunday, the final of a football tournament was played, which was all the countries from Latin America get together. Well, they will also classify anyway. Get together for something that's called the Copa America, and all the countries, all the football teams from the American continent play. And this year it was held in the US. And so the final became Argentina versus Colombia, and it was played last Sunday. So what happened is, let's just say that, you know, for a couple of years I have been looking at how the US wants to get into football games, and they are really trying to go for that market, right? They're throwing a lot of money at it. So, okay, what's the channel goal about? Yeah, but I didn't actually stream that, so it's just a little idea. I'll just do it all on a live stream and see how far we can get. Shadow, so that's the point where it's a membership goal. Maybe if there are better ideas, I'll change it, but for now it's staying there. So as I was saying, the matches were held on... Yeah, it's related to the FIFA. The FIFA is involved, Logical Soul. Yeah, the FIFA is always there. It's the one organizing it, but... But the thing, what I wanted to share is the fact that the final was between Argentina and Colombia, right? And given that the US doesn't really have an experience on third worldisms, let's just say it that way, they got their full experience on Sunday. So how everything started, well, people wanted to get into the stadium without a ticket. A lot of people wanted to get into the stadium without buying a ticket. And a lot of them did, actually. There were no security checks outside a single one. But when they realized, they said, oh shit, we have to close the stadium. And so they closed the stadium, and this incident started a list of secondary incidents of people trying to get into the stadium by alternative means. And there's footage of a group of Colombian enthusiasts that are trying to get into the stadium through a ventilation duct. That's what I wanted to share. You really want to get into this sort of thing? I'm not sure if you really want this sort of thing in the US. Why did they turn breaking into a stadium into a speedrun category? It's just a third world ritual. That's how we behave. Entering to the football stadium without a ticket is like a rite of passage that everyone has to do, it seems. Is that what you really want for your countries? I don't think so. I think your lives will be better if you don't have to experience this sort of mayhem. But you all insisted. So now you have to put up with it. Yes, there was a group of Colombians trying to get into the ventilation ducts. I don't know how successful they were, but they were. The footage is there. They were caught trying to do that, and people recorded it. Who's that you're about to lap? We'll find out really soon. Those people know that they don't have an ounce of self-control? No, absolutely not. And there was another small incident, right, where a security officer caught a Colombian enthusiast trying to get a Colombian supporter trying to get into the stadium, right? And he dropped his sunglasses when the officer grabbed him. And there was an Argentinian watching this, and the Argentinian goes and grabs the sunglasses from the floor. Long story short, do you really want your civilized countries to embrace this degenerate lifestyle? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Sure. Why not? Sure. Why not? Why not? Did you actually watch it, Random Max? I didn't. And you know, why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about this? Because this incident delayed the start of the match, right? And by the time it ended, it was like 1 a.m. And of course, since Argentina won, everyone decided it was a good time to celebrate on a Sunday at like 1 a.m. or something. So I could barely sleep thanks to all the noise surrounding me. Well. 128 looking kind of menacing in this race. It is really long, just... You're joking. So I had to download Reshade to test something that was suggested on my Discord server, and now I'm not sure what it does whenever I press all my hotkeys of PCSX2. Sorry? I'm used to it. But, my god, what's the need to just put up fireworks in the middle of the night at 2, 3 a.m.? Yo sabía que era sargento, algo me lo decía. No somos tan difíciles de encontrar, supongo. I mean, sure, it's nice that people get to celebrate, but don't you have to go to work or something tomorrow? Then again, I don't really live in an area where people do actual good things to survive. Most of the people around me probably live on welfare already. I mean, look at its competition. That 120i is totally a better car than every single one of us. But then again, they lose so much time in this turn, it's not even funny, actually. It's not even funny. No. It's so funny to me when you're driving a slow car and you're trying to make the car turn right, but it doesn't turn, so it's like the steering refuses to respond and you just have to sit there waiting until the car either turns or it just goes into the gravel or grass or whatever you're trying to avoid. In this case, it's probably another car, so I don't want to get a penalty either. This is going to be a long race. Hey Matt, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, I guess. Just putting awful cars to the test. Alright, I have to brake. Forget about that. Actually, I hate the 1 Series. I don't think though. I actually would love to own a first gen 1 Series. It's one of those cars that seem still attainable, and maybe one day I could have one. Then again, they want like $30,000 for a 135i in this country, so it ain't happening anytime soon. But maybe one day. No, sure. It's faster. It's faster to just cut this corner. I give up already. Hey Elias, thank you so much for rejoining as a member of the Com family. I really appreciate that. Doesn't say for how long though, but I see the golden cone, so you've probably been... I know you've been here for a really long time. Thanks a lot. Was the Honda Element a 4x4 or an FF car? I don't know, but I don't know if the one in GT is different, but yeah. I think that there are both front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Hey, Yellowbird, a long time no see. How are you doing? There it goes. 7 months. 7 months as a member. Wow, it's been a lifetime. I'm doing alright, I guess. I know I haven't been streaming on a while, trying to get the hybrids video out. Was it... I don't think it was the best call, but, you know, I had to release something. So, I'm alright. I'm just working on something new for the time being and getting back into streaming, hoping that I can do something this month and I didn't make a mistake by putting my hopes on that hybrids video. Alright, so be yourself. Have a good night. Thank you for dropping by. Test the Honda. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll clock some couple of laps on the Honda Element. A heavy front-wheel drive car isn't the best for long races, but we'll see what we do with it. Is it me or the antenna on the fit is really tall? It's me, or is it really just tall? It's just too tall. I only realized that it's 17 laps. Bryce, I haven't raced anyone online in GT4. There's something about the GT4 online setup that makes a bit of noise to me, and I was told it was a bit scary and I shouldn't do it, so I never really wanted to try it for that reason. The Focus RSO, I need to see that. There's going to be another 15-minute race or so. I have never done so many kilometers in a Honda Fit in this game. Guess there's a first time for everything. You know, you will think that... I swear to God, whenever I hear the engine sound, it's... I picture a car that's stuck on wheel spin, but there's no wheel spin, so it makes it so weird to me. Because it's like the car is stuck at high revs and it doesn't move into... You cannot shift it, it's always stuck there. I'm enjoying this. Senko, if there was a fan club of the Honda Fit, you will probably be their president. I just joined you when you asked about football fans which are celebrating in the tournament. I heard that the government's making the day... Oh, no! No! Oh, I forgot to lie. Right, so... The Colombian president decided to declare the... which day was Monday? Well, the Monday of this week... They decided to make it a national holiday because they thought they were going to win. And, well, that didn't happen. It wasn't a holiday here in Argentina, but it was a holiday for them. Imagine just thinking... Oh my god. Oh my god. You don't celebrate a victory before it happens. That's rule number 1. Oh, it's bad luck. Wonderful review video on this car. No, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. There's nothing to review about this. You know, probably it will be a more profitable affair if I start reviewing washing machines, but I haven't fallen that hard yet. Some episode American governments. So, I have to admit, I have been surprised of the behavior of Argentinians in these events. I was expecting much worse, but I didn't see that much worse. So, I don't know. Maybe that says something about us. Maybe it's just I see what I want to see. But hey, at least for once we weren't the... for once we weren't the embarrassment. It was someone else. Messi has plot armor. Hey Jinjay, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's a car, video over. It's more offensive than just being a car though. Oh my god, I just want to lap the entire field before it's over. I'll probably lap the entire field minus the BMW. Oh god, they're all lined up. Was adding the wing unnecessary? 100%. Will I do it again? Absolutely. The distance between them is exact. Oh no, it's true. They are. Oh my god, they aren't even moving. It's like they aren't fighting to overtake each other. It's like they just settled on being failures. It's like, well, this is where we belong. That's fine. Stay here, and life will be easy. The gearbox in this fit has something to do with hybrid cheat table. Oh no, this is the stock gearbox that it has. It's a CVT gearbox. Can I overtake them all before the final lap? Yum. That's really slow. And the fact that the camera to look behind is so tall will never stop to amuse me. Oh no. I almost crashed into the GTI. Nah, you're just one lap behind. Why? You're that desperate to just cross the finish line without being lapped? Seriously? 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 Well, then that's it. That's my rant over against that thing. I feel like with you, I get a far deeper glimpse into South America or Argentina specifically life than many otherwise will have. Well, yeah, I guess I kind of like sharing what's going on in here. I don't really get too involved because there's a lot of things that require a lot of lore explaining. But at first I wanted to do a YouTube channel which was more news related than just racing game related. And that thought is still rent free in my brain actually. Hey, the element is 4-wheel drive, by the way. I'm choosing this color. I'm choosing gold. The other ones suck. I mean, look, maybe the green is okay. Red, I don't like red. Black, no, never. And silver, no, non NPC. So I'll just buy this. I was thinking about installing GT4 on the notebook, but I'm not sure if notebook can handle it. Yeah, that could be a problem. No, I don't really need a license. Yeah, you probably need a bit more computer power to run this, sadly. But maybe if you just run it at really low res, maybe without upscaling. I like gold things. I don't think it's about color. I don't know what I'm getting into, so I'm keeping it stock. I think it's too powerful as is, so I'm keeping it stock. But, you know, it did set 4-wheel drive, right? It did say 4-wheel drive, right? Yeah, it did say 4-wheel drive. Maybe we can use it for 4-wheel drive challenge. Maybe. I'm not making any promises. It can have a wing, yeah, but the wing is probably too busted for this. 20 laps on Autumn Ring Mini. Yeah, 1660 Ti shall be fine. Since they dropped Vulcan, the requirements are... They used to be pretty high, but now they aren't as high with Vulcan. I had a 1660 before I had this 3060, actually. It can run Dock Station, but that's not really a compliment. Oh, look, a Demio. Don't think that Dem is going to last long in your in our eyes, really. These gears are really long. Why are these gears so long? Oh no, I'm going to crash into the demi. That 106 is going to be a problem. The element is so big. Oh no! Oh no, this thing is so much heavier than the rest. The tire wear is going to be a problem here. What is that camera? Yeah. That's all I can tell. It's a camera. I love the fact that it has like a rear sunroof, but the front doesn't have a sunroof. I actually like the element. It's kind of cool. Never seen one with my own eyes though. What did I touch? What did I touch? Come on, speed this up. I get the little reshade messages because for those wondering, something was shared on my Discord server. The link is in the description. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to see it for yourselves, but it will be a pretty big deal. That's all I can tell you. And it wasn't me who discovered it. So I'm trying to make that work. And in order to make it work, you need reshade. But probably some people will crack it before me and, you know, use it before me, and the novelty is going to wear out by the time I actually figure it out, as always. As for people to stick their heads out. You'll have to try really hard to stick your head out of an element, I think. Seems pretty tall. If this thing survives 20 laps of autumn rain without a pit stop, I'll be happy. I'll be really happy. Doesn't seem like it though. Red 147. I like that. I like that shade of red on the 147. My god, that final corner really puts some stress into my tires, it seems. Why did I shift? I don't have to shift. I don't need. I'm still in first gear. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, so we can get this channel to more people. I'm impressed by this first gear. You and me, you and I both. No, 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 no. Emergency plan. Emergency plan. I have to catch up to 147 now, though. With this car, your catchphrase could be, "You're out of your element." Don't squish the poor 206. Desperate times call for desperate measures. It's fine. Me being violent on the 106 will allow it to take a picture and, you know, be world famous, you know. It'll just have a scratch on one of its doors and mirrors, and the element will be squishing onto it, and sure, we could say that. No, don't turn into me. God, that 147 is pretty. Can you be 20 laps into Green Turismo with only the first gear of a Honda element? For real, what is this first gear? I don't know. How many gears does it have? It has... that explains it. It's an automatic 4-speed. Okay, that makes more sense. Highway speeds and first gear. I don't know. I'm fine with it. 100 kilometers is like 60 miles, so not sure if it's quite highway speed. Depends on where you live, I guess. Auto 4-speed in a 4x4. I don't know what was Honda thinking. Don't ask me. It was doing 120 on first. My god, I need to look where I'm going. You might have a point, yes. Didn't know what they were doing, but they gave us one of the most funny cars they could have given us. At least it isn't I don't remember, but there was an attempt made by Honda of making an actual truck. Was it called the Ridgeline? Or I'm hallucinating? But yeah, they tried to make a pickup truck and it didn't go well. It didn't last very long. I don't think a golden black square has the element of surprise, but sure. The Ridgeline, yeah, I was right. It's called the Ridgeline. How could I forget about the Ridgeline? All I know is that I'm actually beating these guys. I hope the tires survive, though. They ain't gonna survive if I do shit like this, that's for sure. I guess it's funny because you don't really get up to speed in this circuit, so you're going so slow. You're going so slow in this circuit. It seems that they can do 10 laps more. I'll just have to be careful with my steering inputs. Honda Element commercials are as good as the Honda Element itself. I don't know the Honda Element commercials. I'll have to look them up when the stream is over. See what I'm missing. Cadillac and Lincoln try to get into the truck market. didn't go well for them. Which is kind of funny because you would think they have the truck platforms already, but that goes to show that it's not all about how good of a vehicle you make. There's more factors which go into it. Element Type R. I'm the sort of person who believes that there are no bad ideas. Well, I do believe in bad ideas, but the thing is that I believe everyone should just throw their ideas and see what happens. But that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea that shouldn't even be considered. We can put a wing on it. I know you can, but it doesn't seem necessary. We're fine. Element Rally Car, do you want me to lose my sanity? Do you actually want me to leave this 2x2 room with unpainted walls in a wheelchair and screaming out of my lungs and never be seen again? Is that what you want? If that's what you want, please tell me. I mean, it's fine that you want that. I'm not going to tell you that you can't, but I'm going to tell you that I won't do it. At least not for now. All I know is that the 147 is probably wondering, how am I losing to that Honda Element of all things? I do like how it looks, though. I really do like how it looks. We could say that performance isn't an element worth considering in this case. Five laps more. And those front tires don't look too good. Oh man. Who thought this was a good idea? Is it? Does it work? Is it live? Or it's just me? It seems to be just me. Okay. It's my phone, as usual. We'll take a... Exactly, Lord Crystal. You will take this over the new Capri, 100%. I will do the same. This seems alright for daily use. Just waiting on that front right to match the shade of yellow of the car. It's not yellow, it's golden. So it's never going to quite match. I guess you could say now it matches though. What is this camera? Let's just use this camera. Probably more repairable on your own too. Not sure, but yeah, probably. There's a lot of things that the elements won't really need and the Capri will totally need, and let's say many of those softwares will be dealer logged, and that's probably not the case with this thing. Uh-oh. Oh, right, I cannot downshift. I lost too much speed there. Wasn't Goodwood this weekend, by the way? I saw they were live. But I didn't really follow it. Yeah, makes sense. I lost time there. Yes, it was. The thing is, this is actually an all-wheel drive car, and I'm starting to believe that it's a front-wheel drive car. Oh god, he's so close to me. 19 out of 20, so the tires will survive. There's no need to worry about the tires anymore, the tires will survive. They won't survive in good shape, but they'll survive. Well, it has like 40-60 split on the all-wheel drive system, you mean? Yeah, for some reason all-wheel drive cars, maybe it's a combination of features that all the way top front. Hey, new best lap, by the way. But yeah, front-wheel drive cars have a really high tire wear up front. Oh no. I just clocked my best lap, by the way, so my final lap won't be my best lap, it seems. After doing 20 laps on cruise mode and spending almost 17 minutes in Atom Ring Mini, the super buns are so cool. I really like the super buns. There we go. Easiest 147 ace-spec points I ever gotten. There's an Elements Owner forum. Yeah, they're actually... They have their own niche. Their own little niche customers, actually. Well then, that Sunday Cup completed. It only took us 2 hours and something. 2 hours and 10 minutes. If only I didn't have this already. Ah, sorry to hear, Jadox. That's really bad. So what's next? Front-wheel drive cars or rear-wheel drive cars? You know, I don't want to drive a front-wheel drive car. I don't want to drive another front-wheel drive car. So let's find rear-wheel drive cars. Drivetrain. Let's find something Yeah, something questionable. Something questionable, but rear-wheel drive. All cars permitted? Yeah, they completely removed all restrictions in this. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Something questionable, rear-wheel drive. Maxed out Dodge Viper with economy tires. Something that actually works. Disclaimer, something that actually works. Toyota Tacoma. You know, you never really use these things, don't you? The Infiniti G20 is front-wheel drive, actually. Huh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, this is too much. All of these are too much. All of these are too much. All of these are absolutely too much. Huh. Talking about cars with bad gearboxes, actually. Never... This is one of the worst cars in the game, actually, thanks to its gearbox. This could be an option. All of these are too good. All of these are too good. And this one you don't really use as well. This is a really good card that, well, not a good card, but a card that you never use, and it's gonna be interesting. I will totally use this thing if it wasn't too powerful for this. G35 too powerful. All of these are too powerful. Yeah, I think I'll settle with the C1 actually. That's my call. Just 2 gears. Yep, just 2 gears. No more, no less. Does need an oil change though. I am really not sure what we're going to find here. But I will probably need a few upgrades. Can I'm just wondering, can I buy it and change its color? Oh, I could buy it in a different color. I don't like this white, I'm going to be honest. Let me see the seats, let me see the seats. Ah, it has to be the blue one. It has to be the blue one. Change of plans. We're buying this thing in a different color. Sorry, I just want to have a different color. It is what it is. This is the things you have to put up with. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, so we can bring this channel to much more people. We're going to be streaming quite a lot these days, so I'm sure all of you want to continue to see it happen. By the way, let me check something. Oh my god, I've been recording for 2 hours since the start of the live stream. Yeah, I need to work with shorter clips, otherwise Resolve has a heart attack trying to render 2 hours of video randomly when I drop it into the timeline. Oh yeah, I have to wait. It's the inline 6, it's not the the V8. Just in case. I hope I don't need it. Time for the second oil change. Now that's proper. Look at those dark tan seats. That's beautiful. That's more like it. No, there are C1s with V8s. I don't remember when the redesign happened, but late 50 C1s are all V8s, so no wing, of course. I think it's 57, the year that they redesigned the C1. But yeah, later C1s not only look different, but they come with bigger engines, yes. Because this inline 6 cars, they just didn't sell. Nobody wanted them. Ah, yeah, I have to put on an LSD. Right. Forgot. Maybe too low? Maybe. Yeah, sure. See, sometime after August start, I need to grind some money before I go to the Drift Masters in Latvia. Well, enjoy, Mallet. Good luck. Thank you for dropping by. I mean, I could put more upgrades into this thing, but no. Let's just try to keep it as simple as possible. I hope it works, though. I think I never seen a C1 either. Not one of this. I think the only C1 I ever saw was a V8. I love how this car gaslights you into thinking your acceleration controller is broken. That is not a... That doesn't inspire confidence. In the start gearbox, the car will not stay stop. If you let go of the brake, the throttle slowly increases. I need to see this. I need to see this. Let me see this. Huh? I was hoping the gears will be longer, actually. This is really short. First gear is really short. It's only extremely low speeds. Oh, okay. Oh. Right, this is rear-wheel drive. They drive different. You know, sure, you could have an S2000 like the guy up front, or you could have a piece of classic history here. Let me tell you, it doesn't drive bad. It's just the fact that the S2000 is much quicker, it seems. Oof, I'm already second behind. That's not inspiring. That's not inspiring either. This thing doesn't even make sound. You could confuse this with an EV swap. You could confuse this thing with an EV swap. Which, by the way, I don't really understand why people swap classic cars with electrical motors. It's just a tragedy. That shouldn't even be allowed. That should be considered a crime. All I know is that I'm outmaneuvering the Z32s. God damn it! God, I hate you so much! I hate you so much! Yeah, but the car is everything. You remove one part of the car and the whole package is completely destroyed. I don't know, I just don't get it. And I see, maybe I'm wrong, but I see a bit of historic car ownership as a bit of a responsibility. You are owning a piece of history. That doesn't mean you should keep it away, but it means that you have to be a bit more careful with what you do to it. I mean, you can modify it, yes, absolutely, but you gutting it apart to just put an EV motor in it just doesn't seem right to me. Handling on this car isn't bad at these speeds, let me tell you. I mean, sure, but I think those are a bit more valid because, in a way, you're still trying to maintain the. You aren't really changing the spirit of the car, I guess. LS swapping a 60s muscle car, I mean, sure, depending on the car is a big deal, but making it more livable isn't really a bad thing. Probably putting that LS allows it to, you know, be used daily, rather than having the 60-year-old motor or 50-year-old motor, which isn't as reliable, or parts are hard to find, and so on and so forth. Personally, I think the car community has made a lot of mistakes over the years. And probably one of the biggest mistakes, of course, this is my opinion, who cares? I mean, I'm a nobody, I don't really make videos every week working with real cars, so nobody probably cares about what I think. So what I see is the fact that I think the car community has made mistakes, and one of the biggest mistakes that it has made over recent time is ignoring the fact that every single hobby or culture or everything around it is being taken by people who aren't interested on it. And those people are running them into the ground. Hello, what is this gear ratio? This is an automatic 2-speed stock gearbox which this car has, so yeah. Manufacturers are... I mean, it's not so much manufacturers, it's more the fact that they're being forced by law to do this. They're being told, either you give me all EVs or you're going bankrupt in 10 years. So it's not so much... I mean, manufacturers have a role on it, absolutely, but it's not only the manufacturers which are guilty. I think that's the problem where the car community comes in. The car community pretty much has been always, oh yeah, sure, do this, we don't care if we can keep our cars, but you were never going to keep your cars, that was never part of the plan. I want to see if I can just make up for the slow acceleration with a bit more power. But because it's not so much acceleration, it's the fact that it's just... I think this... Oh, I think I could actually beat this grid without NA tuning, actually. I think. They introduced it on 55, earlier than I expected. But I know the inline 6 didn't last because it just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, but in the topic of manufacturers will just usually what people don't understand, which is funny to me, is the fact that manufacturers often act in response. Markets usually act in response. They don't act by themselves. And what you're seeing right now is just a response to everyone saying we're going to ban ICEs in 10 years. So what we're experiencing right now is nothing more than a reaction to a threat of saying, oh, we're going to ban ICE. Everyone's going to ban ICEs in 10 years. We have to run and develop our electric cars. So that's what we're seeing, really. Just this run to get there before everyone else and make sure that when the ban comes, if it comes, because it's a big if, everyone's prepared. I don't think the ban is going to come, really. I think there's a chance, but I think the cost of being the one who says, okay, we're going to ban all ICs starting in 5 years is so high that nobody's going to take that chance. Nobody in their right mind is going to take that chance. It's just the cost is just too high. what it represents for most of the population, you're pretty much saying to a big part of the population that they have to either get into debt or get into absurd debt to change their means of transportation, probably. No matter how much money you throw at public transport or whatever, the efficiency of a personal vehicle, no matter what it is, will never really be replaced. And then comes, yeah, all the issues with power grids and everything. That's a whole different story, really. That's a whole different story. But I think it's more of a consequence than anything else. Of course, if people realize and said, hey, maybe we should start to protect our interests and not let people who know nothing about them write the rules, things will be a bit better, sure, but until that doesn't happen, I don't see the car community too motivated to start putting themselves out there in this field. I think other communities have been quicker to react to all the outsider influence that, you know, most communities are experiencing right now, from people that don't really know what they're talking about and they're just using this as a stepping platform or whatever they want to do to further their goals, because that seems to be the case, really. So I would like to see more, I guess, reaction from the car community. People associate reaction with extreme things, right? But you don't really have to be extreme. I mean, it doesn't take me long to say, look, all of us in this town like cars. If we make an association and we start to protect our interest and start talking to people and connect with other organizations from our county or city or whatever, and make the ball grow, we could actually start to push for some meaningful changes here. But I don't see that interest in the car community. The interest that I see in the car community is complaining about car prices, which they are wrong. I will actually like to make a video on that, but I don't think it's going to have much more public. And I don't know, I just really want to make videos about real cars as a whole, but I don't think they'll have a lot of public, really. But they seem to be more interested in complaining about the cost of cars than actually saying, hey, you know, why everyone wants these same 10 cars? Why everyone says, oh, I will like one of these, but they are too expensive? Maybe the problem isn't the fact that everyone wants the same cars. Maybe the problem is the fact that they have all been driven to chase the same cars. Yeah, but I think the whole retro game community is a different situation. That's the thing. You cannot decide what people find desirable. You cannot say what people find desirable. If people want to pay $1 million for a Super Mario 64 cartridge, then you're kind of screwed. But the thing is, most people probably say this is too much and won't pay that. And a single random case of buying a copy for $1 million won't change the entire market. But if 100 people start buying copies which are really expensive to collect, then maybe there's something going on there. And that means this Mario 64 cartridge, by example, has become desirable and people want those. I really think people need to start hyper-fixating on the money and see the problems around them, really. Because the more you hyper-fixate on the cost of things, the more you're going to be defeated and say, oh, well, there's nothing we can do. Oh, that's it. Nothing to be done. Well, we'll just let it go. We won't do anything about this hobby. It's lost. We'll all be priced out of enjoying it anyway. And that's not really how things work. the same time, not everything is permanent. Not every price, not everything is going to keep increasing its price. Sooner or later, it's going to hit a limit. And you may say, yeah, but that limit is still really high. Well, yeah, it could be really high, but that's just how it is. Maybe those hardware copies are desirable. That's just what it is to it. That doesn't mean there are other options which are available to everyone, and that's the problem which I have. The problem which in games you have 20-year-old games being taken down from sites because they get a lawsuit or something. I think that's more concerning than some cartridge costing a fortune, really. I find that more of a threat than anything else. Like you're just removing access to something which could not be accessed otherwise. And what for? Because you're not really making money out of it. Game developers aren't making money out of those second-hand market copies that are sold right now. So if a game is 20 years old and you're not re-releasing it or making it available to the public, then what are you losing there? You're not really losing out on anything. It's your own incompetence which is causing you to lose, not the other way around. Probably record the newest car. Man, that's alright. I don't know. I know we have really old cars as an average here in Argentina. I don't really know by how much, but we're one of the countries with the oldest cars on the road, actually. Not the, but one of the. And on that group, we're probably there. Haven't looked by how much though. By the way, what did I say? That S2000 was the problem. Without the S2000, this is too easy. Which is impressive. It actually... this car's not too bad, actually. It's just the gearbox which kind of sucks. And maybe in a truck with less uphill sections, I could actually compete with the S2000. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, so we can get this to more people. Think no one beats Cube in that category? No, probably not. Absolutely not. Tire War seems really good too. Look at those mediums, they're still green. Uh-oh. That's what I get for looking at my mobile and trying to read what all of you are saying rather than actually driving. Every used market in the world is full of people who overprice their belongings, really. It's just a worldwide thing. I'm trying to get the most money out of my belongings. The problem is they don't realize that they have to move those products fast, otherwise they are losing money on them, especially when it comes to cars. So the idea is moving it as quickly as possible, and there's always this issue whenever you go online to look for cars. I'm sure most of you have done this. You go online and you see, oh, these prices are really high. Yeah, but those are the cars that don't sell. And the prices advertised usually, it doesn't mean that they sell for those prices, actually. So I find it creates this weird circle of people getting online to check the value of something. And then they see, oh, but this is 10,000 euro, maybe, and it's in worse condition than mine, so I could probably price mine at 15, and those cars aren't selling. You need to price after the cars that sell, and usually you don't see those values. Is the issue the people selling them, or ultimately people paying? I think it's people paying, usually. You can ask whatever you want for your car in this example. The problem is the people who can validate those market values. If it's too high, then it shouldn't sell. I mean, sure, you're free to buy it, but it's too much. It shouldn't sell. The market has to come down. You have to come down. But yeah, that's something that I realize a lot of people don't comprehend. Whenever they just go into buying a car or checking the prices of a car, that the prices in the used market, those are the cars that aren't selling. So if you want to sell your car, you probably want to put a better price on those, because those aren't selling. Which means they are too high, or there's something wrong with them, or probably both. Usually both. Look at Jim Robin, he paid 15k in pounds for a Toyota 86, not because it's worth it, because he was willing to pay it. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, if you can, and you just make an emotional decision, I want this car, I don't know when it will appear, you start to take a lot of reasoning into it. You justify buying it, and yeah, sure, you pull the trigger and buy something for way more than it's worth. That happens. We all do that. I have done that, and I'm sure people around here have done that as well. I find it funny how this thing, there's no engine sound whatsoever. No engine sound whatsoever. That's a really interesting strategy, Kiri. Trying to manipulate the market. I must go into that wall. I wasn't expecting this thing to be so good against that grid, actually. Yeah, you cannot change a market by your own. You can decide not to participate, but yeah, at the same time, there's many things which will influence the market. Markets act, I think I said this earlier, but they act on What's the word in English? People say that market acts on expectations rather than reason. By example, here in Argentina, we had a lot of expectation with a new package of laws that was going to be approved. It took 6 months to approve those laws, and it wasn't the bill that was proposed was had like 600 changes to our laws. When it was approved, it had less than 300. But there was a lot of expectation around that. So caused the Argentinian stock to climb through the roof. And now it's starting to come down as people realize those expectations were too high and they need to tame them a little bit. So yeah, those things happen. There's a lot of correction which happens over time. Because they're acting on expectation. They aren't acting on pure, valid data. It's just, I think this is going to go up, so I'm going to put my money here and see what happens. That has its downsides, sure, but it's better than the alternatives. Absolutely better than the alternatives. Of all things, that Chrysler 300C is the fastest car in this grid. I don't know how I should feel about that. This thing has really good grip, actually. Which may explain why I'm so far ahead from the field on this circuit. Trial Mountain, the AI is really bad at Trial Mountain for some reason. Which may explain another thing as well. I find it funny that this thing has just the cutoff at 5k. That's a really low red line. You'll think it's a diesel engine, but it's not. Actually sounds like a diesel engine too. I mean, smart cars weren't bad, they just... I really don't know how to describe smart cars. They probably tried to be too upmarket for what they were. If you can even call it that. I for one will love a revival of the sets, a proper one, not a TV monstrosity that wears its corpse. I think we're fine without Isetas in this world. We have seen enough of those things as well. The microcar died after Europe recovered itself from the World War II. We don't need to go back to those times. I drew a boxy Fiat 500 for like a year after I got my license. And it wasn't the sporty one. Seattle's are good. Sure, let's do one more. Let's do one more with this thing. Nah, Fiat made a lot of cool cars. A 130 Coupe is one of those. God, I love those things. As a whole, I mean, Fiat isn't a bad car. It's just a bad brand. They just made... It's like one of those brands that have to make made products which cover every single corner of the market. It's just so that Fiat is remembered for their small cars more than anything else. Our roads cannot go... Ah, well, that makes sense. The cars are getting too big for Italian roads, that makes sense. If I can actually block that, it's 2000, we'll be fine. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I don't know how he slowed down for that, but I did. Alright, Random, I thank you for dropping by. I appreciate that. Ooh. You'll have thought you will see a M Coupe fighting with a C1 Corvette of all things. Ooh, that's too close. There's someone in my town who has an F-150. I can imagine how much trouble he must have parking that thing. I was going to make... You know... Rafi, you probably don't understand because you don't drive an F-150. You decided to buy a Dacia Sandero of all things. That's probably why you don't understand. What is that thing up ahead I cannot catch up to? Ow. Yeah, never mind. It ain't happening. It's a BMW 330. Fiat Fremont. I actually never seen the Fiat Fremont. At all. This isn't there a top 1 car on the market. You know why I think about each car? Okay, so this is something that I have a bit on my mind. I always say that the first top seller cars in a country could be classified as NPC cars. Cars which people who buy them don't really think too much about cars, and it's just like, oh well, I need a car to just do car things. They just buy the top 5 cars which are NPC cars. Change my mind. A Dodge Journey, oh, I know those. Yeah, it could be worse, and that's more like a... The Dodge Journey is kind of weird, because it's not a minivan, but some versions come with 7 seats. It's not an SUV, because it kind of looks like one, but it's not exactly one. So, what is the Dodge Journey? I don't know what it is. Just know that it exists. Not the NPC cars. Yeah, I'm bringing this lore to the channel, I suppose. I'm bringing this lore to the channel. Yes, the top 5 most sold cars in each country, NPC cars. The 5 to 10, you're still on the line. You're still on the... You don't really care too much about cars line, but... You know, you aren't a lost cause like the other guys. The other guys are a complete lost cause. I hope this improves acceleration a little bit. It's not a minivan, it's just a big city car. Fair point, actually, yeah. The Dodge Journey sold relatively well here, so I'm familiar with it. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen one in a while. There was a time where you seen them really often on the streets. Not anymore. Not anymore. Guess they all started to fall apart. I got 2 NPC cars and 1 fun car. Well, that's 3 cars more than me. Congratulations. Enjoy them. Even if I make fun of your NPC cars, doesn't mean that I'm glad that you own them. Oh. I almost crashed into that Chrysler. I'm not too optimistic about this race, actually. Oh no. I don't think anything in the family of the 500 can be considered an SUV. The 500X is kind of like a weird tiny crossover. It's sized like an A... It's really tiny. It's probably more like a weird lifted crossover for people who think they own an SUV. But back again, it's just NPC customers, NPC cars, really. The people who buy a 500X thinking that they buy an SUV, just NPCs, all of them. Every single one of them. Ah, but it's bigger. I sit higher, so it's safer. That's how they think. That's how those people live. Kind of a tragic existence when you think about it. Imagine living like that. That must be pretty sad. Yeah, the 500 is like the 500L is really weird. There was someone near my home who actually had one for some time, and now it's gone. Has been gone for a while. And it always looks so weird to me. Not weird in a bad way, just weird. Completely blocked him. Completely blocked the crossfire. Don't crash. No, no, no. I give up. I give up. Have you seen the new electric 500? All I know about the new electric 500 is the fact that Fiat cannot sell it in Italy with an Italian badge, with an Italian flag badge, because it's not produced in Italy. That's all I know about the new 500. I don't care about the car, I just think that's so funny. And then the whole Alfa Romeo, you cannot name this new SUV car or whatever, the Milano, because it's actually not built here. Classic. I'm going to have a heart attack. God damn it. Damn it. What else can I do to improve this car without changing its gearbox? You know, I think that this is actually what I'm gonna do. Oh, ouch. How much power did it have before? Ah, so it's a bit more, okay. The one you're talking is about the Fiat Topolino. I guess it's the, yeah, I guess it's the Topolino, yeah. I don't really remember, because I don't really follow what Fiat does, I just found it funny. I could be wrong, I could be wrong. Fiat says they're not going to sell grey cars anymore. I didn't see that, but I think that's an excellent move. You know, if I had a car company, I will make the most expensive colors to order will be silver, black, probably white, I guess. I will make the most common colors, the most expensive ones. That's what I will do. If you want to, first of all, if the people like those colors so much, then they have to pay for them. That's how it works. And second, maybe you should want to consider these other colors that we have on offer. The new Topolino, okay, yeah, I got them mixed. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, there's something I've been wondering. I'm not sure what you all think. I was thinking on making a weekly video of sorts. Oh, yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap. So as I was saying, I am thinking on releasing a... This is just a prototype idea. I don't really know if I'm gonna do it. I want to see if I could make like a weekly video sharing news about cars, of everything that happened that week. in different parts of the world, just car news as a whole, just making a resume of car news every single week. I don't know if people will watch it really, but I have that on my mind. Then again, just 30 something, 34 viewers at the moment, which thanks a lot by the way. Might not be the best metric considering the channel is bigger and they all found this thanks to GT. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't have much confidence in anything I do, so yeah. Well, you know, the idea is there. The idea is there, living on my mind. It can't do worse than the hybrid speedy. It can't do worse than that, 100%. I don't know why, the RX-8 started moving under braking. About 600E got 14 sales in the first month of 2024. Okay, so let me put it this way. There are cases here of cars that have sold around that for an entire year, by the way. There are cars that have sold on those numbers for a year here, and we're talking pretty expensive cars here. Everything's really expensive. So yeah. You're getting views, that's all that counts. Kind of, you know. You also have the thing that you cannot. Personally, I don't think that everything you can do the same over and over and over and have people come back to it. I think you need to have something different to play to your different strengths if you want to do this over the long term. Because sure, you might get views today, but that doesn't mean you're going to get them tomorrow. They aren't guaranteed. You cannot take our audience for granted. Funny how a 50s car is out cornering a car from the 2000s. Maybe that's thanks to the fact that they applied weight reduction, or the fact that they have suspension and LSD. I don't know. All I know is that it has really good tire wear, and I'm able to compete against these things with 2 gears. I wasn't expecting this to actually be doable, but here we are. It is doable. Also, the tires are still frozen cold. Now. I gotta say, this thing has really good handling, though. If I actually, you know, try properly. I'm pretty pleased with this car. At least at these low speeds, it behaves pretty well. Oh god, I didn't see that. Oh no, I didn't see that wall. I didn't see that wall. Completely blind. I didn't see a little bit of wall sticking out. But hey, I did it once, I can do it twice. If I didn't get a penalty. Good, I didn't get one. Back to third place, and I have to chase those two again. My time at the lead was relatively short, when you think about it. I do find it funny how close these two are to one another. It's like they're not really outpacing each other. They are really... they have a similar pace. Which makes sense depending on which version of the RX-8 that is. Because the RX-8 is lighter, but it's less powerful depending on the variants again. And the G35 is heavier, but it's faster on a straight line. Suzuki Jimny, yeah, those are really cool. And they come on a really vibrant lime green. I adore that color. Yeah, those get the thumbs up from me. Which reminds me, you haven't left a like on the stream. Now it's your last. Now it's your chance to do so. You. My brain completely mixed the speech there. It's funny to throw this thing into corners, let me tell you. It's really funny. The AI isn't that quick to the chicane. You see that Japan has G63 and Land Rover body kits for them to make them look like a miniature version of the actual car. Yeah, somebody was sharing those on my Discord server. They had one for the Lancia Delta as well. Just, yeah, the Japan moment, I guess. Stock colors are lime green, lemon yellow, night blue, red. Yeah, they're really cool. The one I know the most is the lime green, really. Don't remember the others off the top of my head. Yeah, but those are pretty cool little SUVs. I will drive one of those. Maybe the interior is a bit, you know, on the cheap side, but yeah, they're cool. We're gonna be at 20-something minute race, it seems. What I find fun is the fact that races this long, right? They remind me of the Polyphony Digital Cup on GT3. Which you had to complete with stock cars only. You can modify the car. The ones shared on Discord were the Delta and the 5 Turbo. I remember the Delta the most, I guess. No pensé que dieras tanto tu vida para hacer este reto. No, no odio mi vida, simplemente me dieron ganas de hacerlo. Honestly, I mean, I think this is fun. It could be fun. Distracted looking at this thing. It's just really pretty, let me tell you. I mean, sure, it's not the fastest, but it's really pretty. Still, the C2 is the best Corvette, and everyone knows that. C2, then probably C5. Even if the C4 Cellar1 is, for me, the best Corvette. The best engine. I will argue with that until the end of my times. Oh, nice if I can actually see one with my own eyes. I only saw normal C4s, never really saw a Cellar 1. Yeah, penalty system can be, yeah, questionable. Because as a whole, the penalty system in GT4 is questionable. So adding it to races is just... I wouldn't do it because it doesn't really add anything. Just makes everything worse. But overall, the length of the races seem fun. I guess if you really tried, you could make them harder. I really don't know how I can make them harder when I'm driving this thing, but I guess it has really good handling, and I can actually take advantage of that, and here we are. So there's that. You must have a really comfortable controller. I have a Logitech F710. It is comfortable to me. Just a bit too small though for my hands at times, but it's pretty comfortable, yeah. It's alright. We'll have loved to see the planned 475 horsepower Cellar 1. I actually don't know much about that. Didn't know they had a more powerful Cellar 1 in development. How far into the run we are so far? I have completed Sunday Cup and we are doing a far challenge as we speak. F710, yes. Yeah, the guy's getting closer. Thanks to my mistakes, probably. Come on. The way the AI the way the game just slams the brakes whenever you get a penalty. So cheap. So cheap. How did you acquire this car? No. You get every single car in a save file in this game, in this mod, so yeah, I can use whatever I want. Also, the whole buying a convertible New Beetle subplot, Tradox, isn't finished yet. It will be really funny if he actually buys the Beetle convertible, though. Still better than a PD Cruiser convertible. So in a way, the LS family engine family was created because GM decided to work with Lotus for a change, who actually made a proper sport car engine for the first and only time in the history of the Corvette, and that's why we have the LS family of engines. Honestly, I'm just waiting for the day where I see a couple of pictures of a why? Hey! Really? Of a convertible New Beetle on my Discord server, and I'll know that has been... Oh, no, mission accomplished. I was going to say, but... Okay, let's get back into trying to catch up to this, guys. Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! How I am responsible for that if the car just loses control while I'm braking? Seriously? That's annoying, actually. That one's annoying. That one's annoying. The first one I could manage, but the second one? The second one was so cheap. I'm gonna lose time here inevitably. Question is how much. Maybe this is... No, I just need to stop getting penalties for once. That's what I need. I'm gonna get the penalty. See, this is what annoys me so much. I have to be so careful with my overtakes because if I get another penalty, it's game over. Because I can catch up to them if I play my cards well. But if I make mistakes, then I'm not going to catch up to them. My sitting position is atrocious. That's a really bad place to be in RX-7. If only 4-door saloons actually sold. Ah well. Only 2 laps until the end of the race, by the way. 2 laps and a half. Seriously, you have to be joking. Oh my god. This is unbearable. This is actually unbearable. How much they're asking for a mirror? Around 100k for one, from what I saw. And Lotus is really obscure with their numbers, but we don't really know how many Emiras they sold outside the UK, right? We don't know how many Emiras made it to the US, by example. So it's 911 money for the Emira. Okay, makes sense. Oh my god, oh. Just don't touch them. I can overtake them both in the final lap, but don't touch them, by the love of God. I don't want to finish third after spending 25 minutes in this race. Stay as far away as possible from it. No. Surprising that the RX-8 survived 25 minutes on a race. No, 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 no. Don't shoot there. Don't shoot there. That position is mine, Infinity. Oof, that was a bit close, actually. Oh god, this is risky. Oh god, this is risky. I really wonder how many Panameras Porsche actually sells. Yes! Yes! Block him. Yes! Come on, start accelerating. Whew. Whew. Don't tell me you cannot pull up a good show. My god, that was way closer than it had any right of being. God damn it. Sent. Completely sent. "27 minutes of racing." Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm gonna save this replay. Maybe I just use it for pictures. Retry. No, not today. Not today. Yeah, the Lotus Sunbeam exists, and it actually did alright on rolling. Let me remove this thing from my garage. I'm not gonna use it. Sell it. It cannot be priced. Got rid of car. Saying got rid of car sounds so cruel when you're dealing with, you know, this really rare C1. Alright, everyone. I think we're going to wrap it up here for today. I'm going to stream again on Friday. Probably it's gonna be GTA on Friday. And more GT on Sunday. I'm really glad all of you who have joined me to enjoy this GT4 Endurance mod. If you all want to find it, it's in the description of this stream. Which you can also find my Discord server and my Patreon if you wish to support my efforts. If you haven't left a like on the stream, now is your last chance to do so. Or I will be seeing you on Friday if you don't, and I will tell you to do so again. Alright. We're going to wrap things up for the time being. Thank you so much for joining me. See you all on Friday, and then on Sunday, probably gonna make a YouTube post letting everyone know. Have a good day, or good night, or whatever it is. Take care, and see you next time.